Hey, yo, I do remember that after pandemic, everyone became a front-end developer. A lot of people during pandemic realized that what they do is not what they want to do all their life. There were a lot of people, for example, there was one doctor, he started doing a TikTok, so he started doing something that he really liked. And a lot of people get a little bit skeptic about what they're doing, about their profession, and they just didn't feel themselves in that sector and they decided to change. At that moment, the low entry level was front end. To do a back end, you need some skills. To do data, you need math and some other skills too. To do UX, UI, you need design skills and another vision. At some moment, there were so many courses for front end that everyone thought they can do that. Thankfully, now majority of those people scream that AI took their jobs. No, guys, because just like backend data and UI, UX, and other parts need skills, front end also needs skill. People who thought that's easy start doing that and then failed. Now they scream that AI took their jobs. And this reminds me to the topic when people were screaming that immigrants take their jobs. My answer is the same. If immigrant who didn't have your education, your experience, your life standards that easily take your job, it means you don't do your job as good as you think you do. Several years ago, one friend of mine, he said majority of people don't even realize that what they do can be replaced with one line of code. We saw that in 2024. In 2024, a lot of startups just shut down. Why? Because what they were doing before, they were getting enormous amount of data from different, let's say, providers or different companies, processing it, publishing it, or selling it as a new product. The companies, they realize that it's super expensive to pay for the cloud, and it can be much cheaper and more secure to run the LLM model on their servers inside the office. So people who scream that AI will take their jobs either don't do their job good, they're not professionals of what they do, or work that they do really can be replaced by AI model. A lot of top paid positions in IT that we have nowadays, they didn't exist 15 years ago. 20 years ago, there was no backend, front end. There was one web developer. He was doing everything. Then world divided into backend, front end, data, security, authentications, like different architectural steps. We should not be afraid of that. Just like we should not be afraid of AI. AI will not do our job for us. AI will help us, help us a lot. Like nothing helped us until now. In order to reach that, we need to know what we want. I see a lot of posts on Reddit, for example, that some project manager without IT skills using AI builds the full stack application. I don't say that no project manager can do that. Those posts trying to point that developers will be useless because we have AI, well, we need developers. Just now, they will use AI. Just like before, we used frameworks. Just like before, we used different programming languages to reach our goal. We should not be afraid of this transition. If you're afraid that AI will take your job, then maybe it's time for you to change your occupancy or master your job. Thank you for watching.